Okay, so today I'm just going to demonstrate how to do trees with a sponge. So we've got a sponge. An old sponge is fine. The harder the better. If they're a bit cruddy, that's fine. I've just dabbed some green, lime green, and a tiny bit of blue on there. So I've pre-done the branches and the trunks, a bit of grass down the bottom, and I've done the faded blue, the blue sky from dark blue to light blue, which if you seen my other video about blending, you'll be able to achieve that there by introducing the white. So not too many dabs, otherwise it will mix it all through. And it's just a matter of using that sponge. Now I've just picked up a bit of yellow as well on the sponge, and I'm going to introduce that as well through the top. And that the yellow can also make it look like the sun is reflecting off the top. So not too much work, otherwise it ends up all blending together. And more yellow on the top, because that's where the sun's hitting the top of the trees. Okay, so there's, I'm just doing this on paper. Okay, I'm just going to do one more go through with, and I've added a bit more blue, bit of a mixture actually. Just going to go through the middle of those trees, just to get a little bit more depth through the middle, because that's where the bulk of the foliage is in a tree, just through that middle bit there, but leaving the rest. So there's a great way to do trees. Now I'm just going to demo how you can do like a birch tree look down the trunks to get a birch tree. And I'm just going to use a sponge again, although there is a couple ways of doing this. And I'm going to pick up, so my sponge is a longer sponge, and I've just picked up a line of white paint. And I'm only just going to dab it on one side. So just on that side. It gives it more of a 3D look. There you go, and that's probably enough. There's a couple of ways to do that, but this is one. And if you've got larger branches up high that are still exposed, you could do that before the greenery would probably be more ideal. Now I'm going to use the sponge for some clouds. And it's the same method, just a couple of dabs of the sponge. You don't need to do too much, we can even do a couple through here, just to get that effect going. And lastly, I'm going to use the sponge to add a sprinkle of flowers in the grass. So just the tiniest bit of pink, and really just lightly, because we want these to look quite small. I'm concentrating on the top of the grass there. And to add more effect, here's my palette. I'm going to, so that I chose the dark pink, now I'm going to choose the light pink. So three different shades, look fantastic. And now I'm just going to choose the white again, just for the last. Actually, I've got a little bit of yellow here as well. So I've just picked up a little bit of yellow and white. Oh, that's a bit of a big blob on there. We'll take that off. And just a hint there. There you go. And what a difference that makes. Hope you enjoyed.